Welcome back, everyone. I'm Shinigami Tabris, and we're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. We, the D&Ds. We're not sponsored by anyone. We do this all for the fun and whatnot. Any money you send our way, yay! And any time you spend with us, yay! Last time on D&D, what the hell did we do?
Survived.
Didn't get into a single.
Honesty.
Yeah, lots of honesty.
I waited for y'all to speak up. I waited.
You waited all of 10 seconds.
Yeah, you did.
I looked around. And you guys just.
What was that? What was I going to do? Complain about? I wasn't in any danger.
I waited a round and a half.
Well, first we got shit-faced at the bar that magically makes you think that you're sober until you walk out the door and then... And yeah, that was fun, interesting.
Less restoration to the rescue.
Yes. And then, yeah, we were recruited by... Well, we had the three choices. Die.
No. Judgment.
Judgment. Which we all know is going to be really bad.
Will it though? Will it?
We've witnessed it. Or join the Red Dragons, but we have to lose our name and lose our memories, if I recall.
Lose our past.
Lose our past, yes.
Whatever that means.
We weren't risking it. Or join the cult.
Go on a pilgrimage.
But, well, we were then instructed to go on a pilgrimage to repent.
Go meet the god and then get judged anyways.
Yeah.
Seek penance.
Seek penance, there you go. And I have a book. I have a big note saying I have a book.
You do?
I made a promise to go back to those people with the tea and all the herbs and stuff. I need to stop by there and jot down a bunch of stuff.
So,
I need to go pick up my fucking arrow.
I need arrows and quiver.
And your
And
incense, charcoal, and brass booby holder.
so, Junk is with you.
Yeah.
Uh,
We go drinking. No.
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 Drinking.
No.
We get supplies.
so what would you like to do first?
Who do we want to do first?
Shit. We need to find
First,
But we'll be over with the rest of the supplies.
I'd say that we need to get the supplies that we asked yesterday first.
get the supplies we asked for yesterday.
Right. I get you your supplies.
Then we need to go shopping.
Also, I forget, did I give them the 2 OPUD files? I don't remember if I did or not.
No.
No.
Okay,
don't
I need to
think
go
we
see Zarek after this again.
So, thank you. You owe money, right?
Excuse?
No.
We gave you money for these items.
We did the trade and gave the...
Right. You owe money.
No.
Not yet, we don't.
2/10.
Dunk wanted swindler.
Um,
He just wants to go spend it all on the gambling tent again. Which we didn't get to go to.
No, we
We went to the
did. We were
drinking
there. We just got drunk.
Oh, I thought that was just the drinking tent.
I'm sure there was gambling happening. We just didn't pay attention to that part.
Please remember I am dumb.
he takes you to it's a bright red tent. Like, this is the first one that obviously is part of the Red Dragon Company, as it's red in gold, filigree across the side is a dragon that is breathing more gold. And when I say gold, it's just the gold filigree. It is not like breathing coins. And he like peeks in and he like parts the entrance to it and he come.
Yep. Head on in.
Doing this time.
And
We're getting our stuff.
as you walk in, there's a very small section for you to actually stand in, as there are small barricades that keep you in a like section, and all behind it is just tons of armor, weapons, and items. And they owe money.
No, we don't.
And the guy looks like one of the guy looks up at him, and like he spits, and he right drunk. You're owed what?
No.
There's a fireball arrow, and charcoal, incense, and a brass brazier. That I remember off the top of my head.
I think that was it.
Short though.
Ah, yes.
And
Did you guys get anything?
Nope.
Not
He,
initial.
it like starts picking through like a couple of the parchments that are sitting on a table, and he pulls one and he. So, you'll give Chunk and them a liar and a few other things. Oh yeah, you're the one I have to thank for that. Thank you. Piece of shit. And he like takes a small bag and like sets it down. And he everything asked for. There you go.
Look inside.
Inside the bag is one arrow.
You said it's a small bag.
It's a bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, the way I'm picturing it is like a little pouch. It's like, did we get a bag of holding?
No,
Oh.
like an actual small bag.
Okay.
If that's a short bow, it's gotta be a decent size.
Well, the bow is not strong, and it does stick out of it a little bit. And he, anything else you need? And at this, like, he spits again. And this time, when he does, you see that there's like a small bucket, and it actually like it rings when he hits it.
Nice.
A quiver and some non-explosive arrows, please.
However, non-explosive arrows.
I also need arrows as well, if possible.
See?
So that's one quiver and 3
Like
Thing
60 arrows.
60 arrows.
How much is that gonna cost y'all?
I was down to 3 arrows.
And 4.
You've been keeping track?
Yes!
I'm so proud of y'all.
It was not good.
If you've not, you have none. That's the...
Well, Psycho's that lovely spellcaster that doesn't have to worry about
And
it.
I have a beat 'em stick.
Also,
Slade.
I just have a staff.
Well, after the seawater incident, I'd rather not rely solely on magic.
So an actual quiver. Like you just need the whole, like
Yes.
the whole.
And
Just one,
Yeah.
two.
one quiver.
He turns around and like walks over to a side of the tent and like starts, and he goes, "So we've got decent, good, and like the last one he picks up and like then he and shite. Your choice."
I'd go with the middle one if I were you.
Good is typically better than decent. How much are the good ones?
That'd be 4 gold.
That's expensive for a quiver.
Onion has no concept of money.
He takes the 4 gold, takes it like, and again like barely puts, and he puts it back, and then puts the decent one back, and then brings over the sets it down on the arrows. How many
60.
total?
20.
20, 20, 20.
Right. Do you have recollections of brand, models, makes?
Look at your arrows.
I'm that to kill. That's
I mean, goblin arrows kill too. They're made of shite, but they still kill. Your choice.
I didn't figure you'd carry them.
We carry everything we can grab.
That tracks.
I like it.
Elven man.
Elven made. I don't have 20 of them, but we'll gladly sell them to you if you really want them. Yeah.
I was asking a curiosity.
He pulls like a small quiver down that has 5 arrows in it, and he goes, whole thing, 80 gold.
Because they're collector's items.
How much are these? How much are these platinum ones worth again? 10? I guess I'll take some of your normal human ones.
You have, like, just, standard military bodkin points.
Every day. You don't want like the specialty like barbs or anything. Nice goose feathers.
Fairly Spartan on it.
You don't want to add a little flair?
He pulls one arrow out and he goes, "Are you really sure you don't want this?" And like the arrow does this as it like, and it looks like it's 2 pieces of wood that have been tied together
Yeah.
with leaves as the fletching.
Dude, that would be the compliment.
Or something, yeah. No, thank you.
You just said you wanted it to kill. I'm not saying it would kill what you're aiming at, but it'll definitely kill you in the way.
Just the standard military issue.
Fuck. He like
He's
puts
really
it back in the
gonna
little
get rid
bag
of
that it came from.
them.
Well, yeah, because they have to carry it. So of course he wants to get rid of it.
He starts counting, and like he comes over and he goes 60, right? So 6 gold.
Just
So
two
just
each.
2 each? Okay.
I'll take that pack of Elven.
Look at you, big spender.
On the table first.
Sorry, I don't owe how much gold again?
Hold on.
Yeah.
But it's
I will
only
have
5.
my Place 80 gold.
He counts it out,
Memories, damn it.
pulls it in, like pulls the small quiver down and sets it down. And like when you look at the quiver, it's also decently made leather quiver, with a little bit of intricate design on it. Each of these arrows they have like a slight green coat for the shaft of them. They're real nice feathers. It is a high-end arrow.
Mm-hmm. 20 regular, 1, and I will be putting the fireball arrow in with that quiver as well.
Okay.
Manage inventory. Adjusted on here later.
You wouldn't happen to have any weaponry that would make us more proficient in combat, would you? Or armors, anything like that?
What we do? I don't see a job order for you. So that means I have to charge double.
Ouch.
Don't do it. The little voice in your head says.
Shut up!
So, what you looking for? Sword? And he like puts one down. That'd be 1,600.
God fucking floods.
Do you have a game terms +1 dagger or something like that?
Slams it into the thing. 1,200.
I can wish. So I'm gonna go back to
That is a
the
bit-
Don't do
that is a
it,
bit
the little
over
voice in your
double
head
what that one
says.
was.
I don't have it, so don't worry about it.
That's funny if I do. I got those 2 really expensive gems on me.
That little voice is me. I'm telling you not to do it.
You already got the fancy arrows.
Yeah.
I know.
You took the elven arrows away from the elf across the table.
So, I'm getting you up for something. What exactly? And at this, Junk goes, "They stupid, going in the waste." Right. He grabs a small bag and like puts it on the counter. He goes, "Free of charge."
What is it? Just a bag?
I look in it.
Yeah, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bag of devouring. Haha. Sticker on.
Killed you now.
So Onion is like slowly opening it, and inside it's
Snake in the face.
no, it's a giant box of rations.
Nice.
Hey, we got food.
How many does it? Do you think it'll last for?
Yeah. How many days is this?
So, where's
Uh,
that sheet?
Do it.
Where is that sheet?
What sheet?
There's the hex map. It tells us how many days we're traveling.
Oh,
It's on the other side.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, if you happen to have a map of Tabral, that would be extremely helpful. Guessing that's going to be a no.
Knowledge is kept in another tent.
Oh,
Armaments are kept here.
is it Junk Bill to tell us that?
Junk fails to tell people a lot of things.
We're starting
How
to
much
feel
did you
like
pay him?
Actually, the lieutenant told Junk to do it
Right,
for us.
to bring you here. Because he has a job order. A.k.a. he's being paid for it. How much are you paying him?
None.
Welcome to Why You Get Nothing. And Junk chuckles behind you.
Junk, I bought all of your drinks last night.
Oh, no!
I paid you a platinum to wake these 2 up.
And I did my job.
Knowing that that is worth 10, I feel like I overpaid.
Eh? Shame on you.
You know, I retract my statement that I like you.
Eh?
Damn.
Shame on me.
See, knowledge is kept in another tent. This is me talking to myself, not out loud in character at all.
So, there's your 20 days of rations.
Okay, I guess we're separating that in 2.
So that's 5 each.
Mm-hmm.
Good berry, good berry.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing you have
Hey.
that.
That's what's on the house. He pulled out another bag, and another bag, and another bag.
How much?
This is what I recommend.
How
Per
much?
person.
How much per bag?
Per bag. Well,
7,482 platinum. They're really good rations. Made from griffin jerky and
Do you know how tough that would be?
It's okay. Have you tried this dragon jerky yet?
You've seen that poster about T-Rexes, right?
Yeah.
They're
So-
absolutely nasty and poisonous to eat.
That means I would be disgusting. Oh. I need vegetables. We can't have pork.
Vegetables are good for you.
Okay, but counter argument. Beef.
Anywho, how much is it? I'm waiting.
Per box?
Yes.
Per bag.
Yeah, per
Right, per bag, per box.
Yeah.
They're 50 gold.
50 gold. I put 100 gold in front of him.
Yeah, but it's 3 boxes per person was what he said recommended. I'm asking you, not him.
He just said this is what I recommend per person.
Yeah.
I still give him 100 for the 2.
I don't have that kind of money.
I do.
50 gold for 5 days of rations.
20 days of ration.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was
Yeah.
for some reason I pictured the box was the bag of rations.
No, it's a.
Okay,
That's why I bought 2.
gotcha.
He gave you a thing of 20 days of rations.
Oh,
Each bag is another one of those 20 days of
Gotcha.
rations.
It's
Gotcha,
the 5 that
okay.
we separated for the first one.
He gave you one for free.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a, like, oh fuck, well, you're gonna probably die. Here you go.
So just because I don't want to have this in inventory anymore, I'll hand over 30 electrum, 2 platinum, and then 15 gold, so 50 total.
He, as you put it all on the little counter, because it's a very tiny, like, it's almost like a,
TV tray.
a little bit bigger than that, but yeah, it's a pretty small little counter space. And you put it all down, and he looks at it, and he goes, "I hate dealing with adventurers."
I'll set down an additional 100 gold.
He starts counting all of, like, he has to count yours because it is like oddities, and it's like flat.
I separate mine in stacks of 10 gold pieces each.
His, like, he just
Yeah.
quickly scoops and tap tap.
So that was 20 days,
20 days
per bag.
per bag.
Bought 2 because I was gonna give you one of the bags.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Check.
Also, I'd like to point out something. Just something I thought about.
Hmm.
All those times that Onion has given you a good berry, you could have asked for Onion to make it taste different. Just prestidigitation is.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do when you're unconscious.
I would like it to
You have a
taste like
fistful of
bacon,
stuff
in your
please.
mouth at once.
That was a different situation.
I would like it to taste like
So-
bacon next time.
Anything else I can get for you?
That was a joke.
I think I am all set, but thank you very much. Sorry, I'm trying to be nice because, like, these guys are mean to me all the time.
First time getting a breather in a while. and
Um,
everyone here seems to hate everyone.
That's just humans.
is there,
Yeah, give it a figuring that out.
has there been any rumor of like extreme weather or anything out there?
I think that would be over at the knowledge tent.
I'm just curious out of if you'd heard anything.
We've never been to the waste.
No.
Actually, quite the opposite.
Right.
I mean, considering it's
Jump.
illegal.
What would you say the price is for that wonderful counter bit of knowledge? And Chunk goes, I part because I'm friendly. I part for copper.
How many copper?
There's 2. Oh wait, no, I gotta keep those. Here's a silver.
But yeah, just in case you die
Yeah.
again.
Exactly.
So you give him a silver?
Yeah, I'll give you a silver.
For that I give little bit more knowledge.
Mm.
So, you welcome to see rain in 2 seconds and then followed by a hail of cats.
What?
So, winter weather clothing?
Have you, that joke, or you think that cats are cold? They leave more like claw marks down face as they fall through sky.
Yeah, winter weather clothing. Less range for cats.
Okay, so this sounds like a Wednesday.
So what I'm hearing is that we're going to be drowning in Korean food.
When I think of the waste, I think it's like the desert. Is that horribly wrong?
Yeah, good choice too.
I'm excited.
Picture a desert, but apparently just magical maelstroms everywhere.
Cool.
Should be fun.
Mhm.
Let's see.
So I'm assuming we should have something to with the weather conditions.
Yeah, maybe a druid that could cast control weather.
Too bad I can't.
I know.
I just bear with it. Just keep marching.
Uh-huh.
You get lucky. 2 seconds. Maybe that'd be all. Hell,
I can predict
cats.
the weather. I can predict the weather for the next 24 hours.
I think it's going to be different there.
It is. I bet, is magic just as hectic in there?
All I know are rumors.
Depends.
Mm-hmm.
Magic.
No.
Our few fingers of wriggles and nose twitchers and whatnots. They are what we call scared. One day good, next day excellent, third day you look funny just for being there.
It's wild magic chart every single day.
Cool. This is exciting. Any other questions?
And I turned to the shopkeep. I don't know his name, never gave it, and at this point I'm too terrified to ask because I'm tired of them being mean to me. Would you be, or would this be the spot to bring over Paraton, antlers, and manicore tails, stuff like that? Would that be more beneficial somewhere else, just out of your way?
What do you plan to do with?
Originally, I was hoping to find out what I could use them in with this potion, but I need to find out more at the knowledge tent, hoping that there's a book that tells me exactly what I need for different shit.
Yeah, Beastmasters and whatnot. Junk, they can pay you silver, you take over. And he, what? And he mumbles something again in that language that you guys don't understand. And he, fine, you right. I get paid more I need.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I needed.
I help you with anything else? You need to trade any items?
There's actually a whole fuckload of different armors and swords sitting in our two-person tent right now.
Is there?
Yeah. We traded just the magical items in gold. We forgot about the armor that we took off at the gauntlet.
Oh, I found this in the woods a while back. And I reach into my backpack and shift some things around and pull out an iron pot.
Like an
What is
actual
this for?
iron pot?
Yes. Like it is like
Real marijuana.
I'm assuming it's like a cast iron pot. It was part of my starting equipment. What can I do with this?
You cook with it.
You can make a stew.
Really?
You know,
You can also beat
crackers
people
I
to
give
them
you?
with it.
Put water in that, make hot, put cracker in. It make cracker 100 times better. I highly recommend. Wait. He reaches over and like pulls out a very, very tiny pouch and like puts it down. Add that with cracker. It tastes wonderful.
So did we get a tiny pouch of dust of deliciousness?
How much?
He smiles and smiles at Junk and he, for you, on the house.
You know, if
Is that a
he would have,
devious smile?
if he would have just done it himself, I wouldn't have questioned it. Junk smiling makes Onion paranoid.
It'll be fine.
Technically speaking, Junk has been nothing but truthful to us that we know of.
Mhm.
It's very bad at explaining things.
This is very true.
Is a very, very small bit of like what looks like a red and yellow powdery substance at the bottom of the bag.
No.
No.
Is this just like straight fucking habanero?
So you take a small lick of it.
Mhm.
When it first hits your tongue, like it puts a sweet taste, and then all of a sudden, like there is a like you give it a few seconds, and it is just heat radiating. As the it starts to be a point like it's bringing tears to your eyes of how much.
Powdered ghost pepper?
It's a pepper.
This tastes like dragon powder, but less magical.
I'm sorry. A what?
It's real good
Anything
on
the fairy dragon-
crackers.
Weird things the fairy dragons do. Less magical.
I don't trust anything in here anymore. I just trust the shopkeep implicitly.
I am going to prestidigitation my tongue.
So for 6 seconds, your tongue tastes sweet.
Well, the flavor up lasts for now.
Oh, damn.
Try to mellow out. I don't know if I can like completely reduce the sensation, but like mellow it out some.
Yeah, you can.
A little bit.
Very gingerly
Yeah.
in the pot.
Yes, I see now.
That's why you get very little. And Chunk goes and holds up a small bag as well.
I was kind of hoping Junk would just hold up a pouch. It's like, every morning.
This is what
It gives his asshole dragon.
Crusher would put in his chili, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Well, now I know what I need to do if I need to wake any of you guys up.
Chili powder.
Open mouth.
Yeah, but if you're holding it that far up and you just did that, God, that's in our nose and our eyes. Shit.
Pepper sprayed us.
Oh,
Wake you up. It's 1 acid damage.
Oh, good. I was just thinking about any other supplies.
Just trying to think of anything
But we don't
that
have
could
a
give
work
me
order.
reach.
So, I think to knowledge,
Mhm.
Yes, please. And I hand him a silver.
where do you want to go?
And I point back to the shop. Was it the Beastmaster's tent? there as well, John.
Right, right. That with knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Where else you wanna go?
I thought they were the same place or different places.
The place with the tea.
Right, right. And he like
Onion would get lost getting there. Onion cannot navigate a human
You
settlement.
know what I like more than my Mercedes? Knowledge.
as he starts walking out, he but Vulcan and the guy. Yes, junk.
By who?
Vulcan.
Vulcan?
No.
What was that name? I
Pay
missed it.
attention.
Sorry, I'm stupid.
Well, that's
I have to wait until Saturday.
That's deaf. Not stupid.
Shut up.
And he walks you down through a couple of tents, and he gets to like a white tent with it has a like slight blue top to it, and he stops at it and like taps on the wood, and then like barely parts it, and we come in, and you hear yes, yes, fine now, and he holds the tent part open. In this tent, there are 3 tables, and they're strewn with books and maps and all sorts of stuff. And the guy, there's about 3 to 4 of them, but one of them looks up and he goes, "Can I help
Yes. Basil has a massive smile on his face right now.
you?"
Onion as well.
What do you want?
The gentleman at the armaments tent said that this would be the place to bring baritone antlers and manicore tails as well.
That's the next door.
Thank you.
Map.
But I see that you guys have books and maps.
Yes.
If at all possible, maps of Taberwold, and if you have one, the wastes.
I feel like this is stutter.
Cole, finish the waste.
Okay, thank you. Then just one of Taberwold, if at all possible.
Typical, we have many.
Can I see them?
What? What?
To purchase?
Purchase?
Yes.
And it is a like physical look of like what on his face. Like you can tell he's like distraught of you like even saying that, and he. Why?
We are being sent on a pilgrimage, and we have easier knowledge of landmarks because the furthest I've ever been was Farron. After that, I don't know anywhere else.
Mine.
I actually missed what you said there.
But they're mine.
Oh.
How can I understand this?
I just missed that.
There are not enough people with speech impediment.
Then could we perhaps make a sketching of one?
Yes.
Go into the coin pouch, get to the bottom of it, pull out the ink, the quill. Pull out the parchment that's stuffed in the book.
Young. What? They recruits? No. Okay. And he like walks over to a book and like flips it open and like starts going through it and like he comes and he stops and he to look at company information will cost you 20 gold for 5 minutes.
Can you do it for 5? Can you do it in 5 minutes?
Let's see now.
It may just be worth us going.
I mean, I would argue that Onion is pretty good at sketching things by now, after having kept up with that plant book.
You will have to make a roll to see how well.
And you say this was the only guy?
Yeah,
There were like
we
3
like
or 4 other
performance.
Doing.
There were
There's
like
3
3
or
or
4
4.
of them like still like they haven't stopped looking at their books or
Okay.
whatnot. Like some of them have looked up at you guys, but not really paused or done anything.
I can most certainly try. At least the important bit.
Mainly just from Farron to the wastes. Or Farron to the southwestern or southeastern edge. Because I can get us back to Farron.
I
It's just a
think I can
matter of
whip
we
it.
have to go down and over instead of just straight across.
Why?
and this
We ran across
and this would be like
We went.
the waste. Right,
Performance
we came
check.
across the waste.
I keep forgetting because that map is quite a bit different than that one.
Do I need to move this one to the front to the center?
No. It's just been a while since I've looked at it, and I keep looking back up at that one.
I can certainly try.
I hand over the 20 gold.
Yeah, he counts it, and it is even when he's like handling the money, you can see that like he fumbles. It's almost like the stutter is also part of his hands,
Mm-hmm.
and he walks it over to a box and like fiddles with the lock for a second and opens it and puts the money in and then shuts it. And then he goes over to a small part of a table and like cleans off part of it. And he here.
Basil, can you help me point out like what I actually need to draw down?
Well,
That-
after you sit down, he goes over and like starts to put together some stuff on a like small tray, and he comes back with it, and like next to the tray, or like part of the tray is
Old timer.
a timer, and as he sets it down, he okay, K, and like tips it, and when he fully tips, you hear a like audible come from it, and the sand starts. On the tray is a couple of like, there's about 2 to 3 maps of Tavril, the Farron area, a little bit of Mercius included, since it does connect to Tavril. Give me
I would be
a.
able to point out, like,
Performance
here would be
or-
notable landmarks, but I don't know that area.
Give me
arts would be performance, but maps also kind of dip into survival. So
I think it'd be intelligence
I'd
because you're
probably
copying a
performance
map.
check.
No, it's not a performance because performance is like we're looking at dexterity and intelligence.
It's a shame we don't have cartography tools.
dexterity survival.
Survival's wisdom.
Give me
Investigation.
Nature. I can do nature.
I also can do nature.
no, I think this is definitely going to be an investigation and also a raw dexterity. Like you're going to have to do two. So first is your investigation roll,
Okay.
and then your second one will be just a straight dexterity roll.
Okay, and with Basil helping me point out.
Basil can help you with the investigation one to give you to give you advantage. The dexterity is
how
just
fast
straight
you're
up
doing it.
you drawing and like how much of it's blurred and whatnot.
I believe in you.
Mhm. If only you were a bard.
Right?
If only I was
So
level 6.
Or a cleric with bless
Guidance.
or guidance.
If only we were level 6.
investigation then.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a
Nice.
nat 20.
Nice.
Okay, which is a
Total love.
That is a total of 20. My investigation is plus 0.
Yeah, shit.
Wait, am I the smart one of the group?
No, I am.
Mine's +5.
Your
And-
intelligence?
My
your raw
investigation-
dexterity for
I'm one of the smart ones. Mine's +4.
You're the smart one.
We may need some more time. Because that's a total of 4.
4.
I drop off 20 more gold.
The thing is, it's like he knows, like it is one of those. If you look at what he's drawing, and it is because of time, and he keeps looking up at the Onion keeps looking up at the timer and just keeps drawing, and it just looks. It has the outline of what you're looking for,
This would have been.
but it is so rough sketched.
If you had gotten to see Nicola's map, it would have looked like that.
If only one of us would have taken the keen mind feat.
Yeah.
Wait, do you fucking have that?
No.
Oh,
I
the
thought
way
you
you were
were.
looking is like, wait.
I thought you were like side commenting about me.
But I do.
No, the keen mind feat, like
Neither
you
one of us would
have
remember
like picturesque, eidetic memory of everything you've seen for the last month.
Well, I'm a scholar.
So you did drop an additional
Yeah.
20 gold?
Well, the thing is like
If
he
you'll let me.
he wouldn't have known. Like it wouldn't be. It'd be one of those like you're gonna have to basically redo it
Oh,
because the like it is. You guys don't get to see what he's just work. Onion is like leaned over like sketching, and like the next thing you know is the timer's up and the guy comes over and he's and he starts like taking it away. And that's when you get to like actually see what Onion has completed.
I was gonna.
Okay.
I was meaning I was dropping off 20 more gold for an extra 5 minutes.
Right.
Okay.
I-
My bad.
What I'm getting at is you're not going to know what Onion has done, which wouldn't give you extra
Oh,
time until
okay.
it's done.
Gotcha.
So, like, it would
So-
basically be starting new rolls
Gotcha.
and having to waste another piece of parchment if you have it.
How bad does the sketch look?
It's pretty rough.
However, I did.
Like it's a good example would be basically
That.
no like so imagine you're trying to do like borders.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm imagining something like where he's there's a border. It's like a river, and then like there's this
Oh,
town,
okay.
and like it is gonna be like, and then like to signify river because it's all gonna be in ink. You've got to give like little notifications. So it is when you're looking at it, you're like, what the. What's this blob? And Onion might be able to tell you what it is because he did have that 20. But like,
However,
how accurate that blob is on that map?
However, I did scoop up like that handful of papers from that laboratory during the
Yep.
Crest campaign.
Nice.
So, with that 20 investigation, might I be able to, at my own leisure, kind of use this rough draft and my own memory to make a
You can
like-
maybe make a better one, but it's still going to be like the other kicker to it is with a 4, there's ink blobs on there that you're not sure if you did it on purpose or if it just like fell off the pen that way. That could be a boulder. That could be an ink blot of just like it sort of like flapped across as you like sketched. See, this is what I love. Like really good. Oh, I know exactly what I need to sketch and everything.
My head. Do it like this.
I mean, if you would have had a 1, you would have accidentally like knocked over
Knock
the
vial,
vial
thing
over and like part of it would be covered.
I mean, I can try again. Maybe with enough sketches, I can put together something more accurate.
Help you in other way.
I can try and give it a go if you want.
Try and what?
Give it a go as well. Cross reference.
I mean, we did put down
Yeah, if you wanted to do it.
because, like,
No, not me.
even if
I meant the money.
because I
Oh,
did
yeah.
because I still did say aloud, I think we're gonna need more time.
10 electrum pieces. They are worth 2 gold apiece. That totals to 20 gold.
Hey. What did you want this time?
Let's try.
Mm-hmm.
Another shot.
And
Same maps.
yes, and I will be assisting you, given that I now have a general
And
knowledge
I
of
will be
layout.
moving to another table after I leave 11 electrum as a tip, just because. Thank you for your help.
He takes the 10 electrum to begin with, and like opens the little box, and then like puts it in the box and shuts the box and locks it, and then he goes and gets the tray again, and he walks it back over and like tips it again with the like as it fully rotates over, it's got a loud snap.
So investigation.
Investigation first with
And-
advantage.
So it's 21.
Okay. Again with the it's gonna whatever you can do, it's gonna be pretty accurate to what you were
So this is a dex.
dexterity.
And while they're working on
I mean,
it this time, I'm looking
maybe
for an
it's-
herbology book.
Yes. 23.
23.
I rolled a 19 plus 4.
Since you've never really done maps before, and this is not something that you're used to,
It
it
looks
still
the
looks
same.
pretty decent.
Mhm.
But it is still not to like proper scale.
Well,
Um,
I don't know. I figured sketching criminals nuts.
so as they get their 5 minutes, you're gonna do what?
I'm looking for an herbology book.
As you start to walk away, he help you.
I'm looking for an herbology book, something just the different types of plants that are, the different type of fauna and flora, their properties for herbalism, anything like that. Potion making to purchase.
No purchase. No
You're gonna break him.
And that's the problem.
They're mine.
Is that the same for everyone in here? Like, is this your entire collection?
Yes.
Must learn your ways, the wise librarian.
Yeah. It's for a rather personal matter that I'd like to not get into, if at all possible, but I would still be very interested in purchasing, but like what I said.
They're mine.
You're gonna break the poor man.
I know, and I don't want to do that.
He's already
At
breaking.
this, you feel like a heavy hand hits your shoulder, and like you turn and look, and it's junk, and he, right, no sir.
Oh, that explains his name.
Basil looks visibly sad.
Book for sale. I know.
Junk got the hook. Hey man, you wanna buy a book? Bookshop.
Probably find something along
I
the.
will pull out that compendium of absolute uselessness
Yeah.
that I bought off of Fritz, and like, please, because this is fucking worthless.
To be fair, she did warn you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It helped me for what it's worth.
with the little notes we made in the margin, you at least know what they don't do.
He's got a pull.
I also did pull that out in front of Rat. I don't know if he has one or not, or wants it.
I mean,
Are you gonna try and sell it to him?
No, actually. I wasn't going to try and sell.
You're gonna sell it?
No,
You're
I
just gonna donate it?
If Rat wants it, then Rat wants it.
Offer it.
did we go through the whole thing?
Maybe. Like, there's still more that we can.
Wow.
There's still more that we can go through in it, but it doesn't have any of the information I need.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew where that treatment was.
So, your 5 minutes is up. You've got
Oh
a
shit! I don't have the book on me.
slight.
It's in the tent.
It's a lot better sketch than the first one. Again, there are some things like this time, like your blobs. You've actually like circled the blobs that are
Actual
wrong
blobs.
blobs or towns or whatnot,
Right.
so that you can differentiate from what's
What's the fence?
No, there's a fence here. I can get rid of the stolen shit.
um. And again, as soon as the 5 minute timer is up, like the caretaker instantly like yanks everything away from you.
I know.
And he walks it over to a different table and like sets it down. And he comes back and he helps you with anything else.
I think we're good.
No, thank you, Rat. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
To the Beastmaster's tent, which is next door.
And this one is obvious. It's like there are hanging off of the tent's pegs are like hides and deer heads and boar heads and stuff like that.
How does Psycho feel about coming in here?
Psycho doesn't want to go in there.
I don't have to.
Nobody's forcing you to go anywhere.
I'm just gonna chill outside.
And,
Look at the beautiful work of
As you
art.
start to go towards it, Junk like taps you on the shoulder, Basil, and goes, books, that way.
Heard. I will leave the Photon Antlers and the Manticore Tail with you.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't have any other hides because I had to ditch those because I didn't hand them properly. Hey guys, Melly. Stuck to my arm.
Guess I'm going in and trying to barter.
So we've got a split of the party. Anybody going with Junk and Basil, or is it just Junk and Basil?
Okay, so
I'm
books,
going for knowledge.
books are that way.
Yeah.
Onion follows books.
So I'm here by myself.
No, you're not by yourself.
I'm outside
Psycho's
the
right
tent.
I
outside.
figured you'd be going with the books.
Nah.
Okay.
Psycho's standing outside, we're going for the books, and you're going for...
Don't think of it as hunting for fun. Think of it as preserving the balance of nature. The predator takes the prey.
See, you'd have an interesting conversation with Audra.
I mean, I don't hunt for fun. I hunt for food. I hunt because I have to.
There are other ways to eat.
Hey, you remember when we left Baron and that monstrous wolf attacked us? That's the type of shit. Things get out of hand, and the balance is skewed.
Oh, the deer hunting.
Kind of has druidic ideals on hunting. Think of like taming invasive species. That's Basil's feel. And may or may not be why he has like, giant scars on his face.
Maybe.
So for Dane, you walk into the shop. Inside are one very tiny green-skinned person, and then another gentleman. He's got graying hair, and he looks over and he looks down at the green-skinned one, and they look up at him, and he like makes a little motion, and he can I help you?
Yes. My hunter friend collected these items and was curious if you would to purchase them. Yes. Is that what-
If we leave the tail for too much longer, it's going to get bad.
What exactly are they?
Is a
2 Paraton antlers and a manticore tail.
Right. Okay.
The manticore tail has the stinger intact.
That's
I'll
a
tell you right now,
dangerous
all
thing
three
you
of
have
those
right there. That could be used as an improvised weapon.
Anything you're wanting to do with them, or just sell them?
just
So we can do with them as we please afterwards.
The Paraton antlers are in good condition.
He
I had to specifically write that down.
he looks them over, and like, so how quick are you wanting to get rid of them?
well, we're about to be going on a pilgrimage, so as soon as you could.
Right. So whatever we can get you now.
I would think so, yeah.
He walks over to a book and like flips through it
Mhm.
and starts perusing through it. And he
Oh, I see you're a follower of the Matthew Colville Beastmaster. Yeah, I see. That's how you plot the book.
yeah.
That's what I was checking.
He looks him over for a minute, and he gets to a certain page and stops and looks and like flips a couple of more pages, and we actually do have need of one of them. The other, no one currently needs. It might. Hopefully, we need it later, or we can find someone to make use of. I will give you. And he opens a chest and like pulls out some money, and he pulls out a small bag, and like sets the bag down, and he goes, "This is non-negotiable. We have already been told this is all they would pay for this." And he pulls the antlers away and like sets the bag down. If you want to sell the antlers, that's all that I can give.
How much is that? No idea.
You want to trick it and haha, snake in the face.
He,
Ball copper. Shit.
I take orders and give orders.
Just curious.
Why question what's in the bag? All I'm doing is procuring.
Just magic mouth that just yells out, "Meet me in Kretz."
No, it's got a jingle in it. So, the other thing, he sets a stack of gold, and he 15 gold.
I believe that he's being honest with me on the pricing.
You've never sold anything like this before, so so you take the 15 gold in the bag.
Yes.
Do you open the bag?
Not in front of him.
He goes, "Are you in the procurement of anything that you need, or?"
I don't believe so at the moment, but if we think of something, we will come back.
So, and he like plops a book down. "If you're hunters and you're willing to do it," and he opens it up, and it's work orders of like, "I need X amount of antlers. I need this of this animal."
Side quest.
It's the
Or
side
battle.
quest.
Oh no! It's even worse because like
Mhm.
some of them are like fangs of orcs.
Really hope there's no.
Timothy down the road.
I really hope there's no vampire things in there.
There's all sorts. There's a ton of things, and he goes, "They all pay," and he like opens the chest again, and now that you're looking, and he points to the little tag. There's a little tag on yours that has a number, and he like points to the chest of like there are tons of bags, all
Gotcha.
the same, and he shuts it and locks it. They pay decently most of the time. Sometimes not as good as others.
Noted. I will make sure that we keep that in mind.
He takes the antlers and like puts a thing around them and tags them, and then like puts them off to the side, and then he takes the manicore tail and puts it off in another bag. As he opens the other bag, you see like what looks like fog come out of it.
Bag of clothing.
He made a refrigerator.
Mhm.
And on the he looks at taps the other guy, the other person. What languages do you speak?
Tyrion, Tabrild, Soldier, Velos, and Elvish.
Okay.
So not
Do what?
not Goblin, if that's.
In a like guttural speech, he like speaks to the thing, and it speaks back to him, and like it starts writing a little like thing on a card, and he holds it. It holds it up to him, and he nods, and it folds it, and it disappears.
I think that's how they do the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Your favorite enemy.
Hypocrites, yes. Well, see, I'm stabby. They're slashing, so you know it's how it happens.
Get a pair of scissors, you'll always win.
Don't try to throw rocks at them, though. You'll always lose.
Mm-hmm.
You meet somebody named Dwayne Johnson on the road, he will be no help.
So Junk leads the other two of you down a couple of tent ways, and he gets to a like pretty filthy tent.
My type of time.
And he taps on it, and he like peeks his head in, and like you hear nothing, and then he peeks his head back out, and he, okay, you're good to go.
All right, I go ahead and go in.
As you step into this really dingy tent, the inside is well lit and 2 to 3 times the size what you would anticipate.
Fuck yeah, it's magic dance.
It is. There are tables of scrolls and whatnot. There are actual like bookcases on the walls in here.
Here in heaven.
And rounding the corner is a pudgy gentleman with brown hair and a brown beard, and he,
Is this a demi-plane?
can I? Oh, it's you. And you recognize St. Cole.
Yo!
Oh! That makes a lot of sense.
Hello again.
Suddenly, the demi-plane makes a lot of sense.
Yo, he's got a portable demi-plane. This is great. Instead, we get stuck in, like, double-clock shithole.
What can I help you with?
Junk told us this was the place to be able to actually purchase books because Rat would only let us see them for 5 minutes at a time.
Yes. The company has very strict rules. Even I can't persuade them to change their agreements.
And I'm assuming that when we leave here, we don't know this place ever existed anyways. Just like how we didn't see you at the other town.
Sort of.
Understood. Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, I'm just kind of carousing.
If at all possible, do you have a book on herbology and herbalism asking for the details of plants?
How detailed do you want?
I think we're looking specifically for potion making.
Potion making herbalism. Do you want it to be travel ready?
What do you mean?
He walks over to one of the bookcases and taps it, and then you can physically watch as the books change on it. And then he grabs, and it takes both of his hands to grab the book and pull it down, and then like set it down. And when he does, it makes a loud boom. And he goes, "There's this," and then he grabs another one, and like it's a
regular book.
or this.
I think we'd have to do the travel ready considering we're going on the pilgrimage.
What pilgrimage?
Wasn't St. Cole in the room with us when that was decided?
No.
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
No.
Because
Something.
I know St. Cole was in there for part of it.
Something. Meet a god. Something. Waste.
Excellent. So, and he grabs the big book and like puts it back up, and he goes, "So, the question is, how much gold are you willing to part with?" And he puts the other book up, and then like goes down the line.
All of
Did I?
it.
That's,
I have a
that's the
question.
thing.
Did I hear right when it was said that Cole has not been to the Waste? You've not been to the Waste, correct?
I've not finished the waste. There's a difference.
Apparently, the waste expands. It's constantly changing.
Not
As I'm
necessarily-
literally pulling out the pouch and like, okay, so I've got this.
not necessarily expanding as much as procuring more territory.
I thought that's what expansion was. Kind of like how Alterwind conquered
This is.
this land. That would just been an expansion and procuring more territory, right?
Do
Yes and no.
you mean that it?
Or is it eating?
Do you mean that its area essentially gets bigger without taking up more space on the world, the map?
Both.
Well, that's a nice head cruncher right there.
Mhm.
I mean, I've heard of places doing this in the Feywild. It's not that uncommon.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He, in an example, and like, he walks over to a wall, and like he reaches up and grabs a little cord and pulls it down, and on it is a map. He taps the map, and you watch as it like changes. And he goes, "This is the idea of the waste to us." And all you see are like little sections of it touching the borders of the map you are so used to seeing,
Mhm.
along with the touching the borders of the water. He goes, he taps it again, and the waste is smaller. He goes, "This was 10 years ago." Taps it, goes back to the size it was. He goes, "The estimated is," and he taps again. "In another 20 years, it looks like this," and it's expanded more. He goes, "But," he taps again, and this time you watch as everything distorts, and the waste expands into the water and across, and he goes, "I have reason to believe it looks more like this inside."
We're fucked.
It's so this is why he didn't have a map of it.
Why I've not finished my map.
I was speaking specifically of Brad.
And he taps the map again, and it goes back to like just a huge overall of the whole continent. So, again, procurement of herbalism, procurement of maps.
Excerpts on Druidism.
Excerpts on Druidism.
Yes.
What exactly are you looking at? He walks over to a different shelf and taps it. What are you looking for there?
Apparently, druids are akin to natural magics, which is what I was told that I was akin to, so that might be able to teach me more.
Well, yes and no.
I mean, technically, I'm akin to natural magic, but I can't make much use of it.
Karen states that druids can cast via nature, bringing forth from nature. Problem with bringing forth from nature is you also might destroy nature in the same concepts.
That would just be a balance.
True. Kieran also doesn't necessarily make it a balance.
Ah,
But with them not talking to any of us here recently, it makes it hard to really know what's going on with him. But you could always then talk to, people such as Mulholland or the mother. They tell you different things.
There's actually 2 of those pendants around Basil's neck.
But anyways, so Druidism.
yes.
You want to learn to cast the magic.
I'd like to learn more about it and, yes, to cast magic.
The best way to learn is to ask one. But
He's rather abrasive.
So rude. I sneeze. Somebody's talking about me.
I'm not on your plane!
I do have this I could maybe part with, and he pulls like a very small book, and he goes, but this is a rare book.
Mhm.
Costs a little bit more.
Part with all the gold.
Inventory. I put down the equivalent of 612 gold. And my garnet worth 350, and my onyx worth 256.
So you want to be
There's a
broke for
flaw that Basil has.
you want to be broke for knowledge.
It will help with my penance.
In that concept, wouldn't it be better if you prayed to me more often than... And he points to all the other pendants.
Well, if that's more than enough, might I add another request to that?
I'm not saying that was enough. That can get him this book, and he pulls a different, tone down that's smaller than the first travel book that he pulled. And he goes, well, we range up higher. But if he wants this also, and he holds up the druid book, with this, that's where we're at. If he just wants this, without this, I can get him, and he, reaches and grabs a bigger book. Decisions.
The herbology is more important.
You don't want to read the ramblings of a druid that found civilization?
Yeah.
As interesting as that sounds,
150 years in the woods, supposedly. Never to see another soul.
What was the name of that druid?
If you could get the name from him, I'd like to see you travel through that time space. He refers to himself as the Wee One. We have no idea.
No, that's definitely not any druid I knew.
it's Pelagius the Mad.
I was thinking of the actual Pelagius, not that one, but yeah.
Yeah. Having a great team. There was something that you still were interested in as well.
Just curiosity. I'm a little bit unfamiliar with how vampires work in this world, and I have a particular connection to necromancy, you see.
Shock.
I already said I was connected to necromancy.
Yes, it's the
Vampires?
thought you just wanted to find the brother. What do vampires have to do with that?
I have more than one interest.
Vampirism.
Specifically of the material plane.
I won't be completely broke.
Right.
I have 49 silver and 2 copper left.
It's still broke.
Oh, yeah. In comparison,
How much
yes.
are you willing to part with?
I mean, I don't have much, but
You just keep giving it to a Dane.
I have this much, and it amounts to somewhere along the lines of
Be great. I don't have much. 50,000 gold.
no, no. It amounts to approximately like 40 gold in total.
He looks at and like he walks over to one of the shelves and taps it and taps it and taps it again. And each time he taps it, you watch as the like books change. And then he pulls a small,
Leaflet.
thin pamphlet-like thing, and he
Vampires go blah, blah, blah.
Don't say that.
The most famous vampire is Count Chocula.
he. I think this was an interesting read.
Is it?
You might find it somewhat useful. I've got about 10 of them.
And this would cost me all of this?
Instead of the
How about I make deals with both of you?
That's what I was waiting for.
You're going into the waste.
Yes.
we are.
You take a compatriot of Bond.
Last time we escorted a map questing dude, that was bad.
A map maker?
Please don't be that guy again. Please don't be that guy again.
What guy?
Remember?
You remember when we took the little map maker with us? And we just wandered around Crest because we lost the crypt? Crypt.
No.
He was just abrasive as fuck, and he was at the actual, like, the big-ass library.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, let's go. Then he
I
had to
don't
map
remember
out
that.
the new...
Yeah.
It was, like, in the first 5 sessions. of
It
Crest.
was after we found that crypt where
Holy skeleton!
Yeah, the holy skeletons. and all
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah.
We
Sorry.
mentioned to the library, hey, there was this thing, and they're like, what?
We don't have
Show
any
us.
recollection of that shit.
Yeah.
Show us. So we took him there. It's gone. He's like, well, since we're here already, let's just go ahead and map out the rest of this new stuff that's been built.
I remember now.
Yeah.
You take a compatriot with on your trip, and I will leave you with some money.
Take the deal.
In walks the dude all in blue.
Dude, in? Oh shit, wait, what month are we in right now? We haven't asked yet. Because we left 3 months after we went in.
Right, but what month did we start on?
I don't remember.
Well, I mean, I know it's spring because we missed winter.
Or we're at the tail ends of winter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does your compatriot have any qualms with elves?
Do you have qualms with other creatures?
Not at all.
Do any of your other compatriots?
Not that I know of. They've been perfectly fine with onion.
How about those that definitely do not look human?
Again, I still don't mind.
Mm.
I don't, anyways.
Watch it be a tiefling.
Yo. Yo.
Good thing we're going into the waste.
Right? Hey, so we're going to avoid Farron at all costs.
Excellent. So,
I don't mind at all.
when do you leave?
I believe we'll be leaving
First thing in the
first thing
morning.
in the morning.
Excellent.
Or we will be leaving very shortly after.
He will meet you in the morning.
I really don't want it to be the let's go guy.
He starts taking like the gems and stuff,
Mhm.
and he counts out some of the gold back, and he leaves you with 20 gold
Okay.
and leaves you with 100 gold. And he plops down the pamphlet and a larger herbology book.
Huzzah!
The pamphlet is Van Richten's Guide to Vampires. And it talks about ways of killing them, their typical, like, how they can change people over to spawns or into other creatures and blah, 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 blah.
You got clip notes.
There, I'm assuming there's nothing on particular subsets of vampires like corpse vampires, spirit vampires,
No.
muses.
Nope.
These are very different.
Your book is Lady Elwyn's Guide to Herbs and Potions.
No, damn it! It keeps zooming out for some reason. Lady Elwyn?
Yep.
Guide to Potions and Herbs.
Herbs and Potions.
Thank you. This did not include the Druid transcript, right?
No.
Okay.
Because you said you wanted a herbalism book more than
Yep.
the Druid Guide.
That exits the whole character.
So, seriously?
Yep.
No, it doesn't.
No, it brings it back to this. Like, for some reason, I lose a lot of the features right there. So I keep it on the View website.
Is there anything else I can help guide you towards?
I think this will be enough. It's the sunlight.
I think they hate garlic too.
Oh, that stays the same.
No, thank you for your time again.
You are really awesome.
This was just a
No,
personal thing.
Patriot.
A patriot?
What is his job?
Fucking know. Apparently we just
Ask
picked up a
him.
companion.
What's his name?
What's the name of the person we'll be meeting?
What's that?
Metagaming Pigeon War.
I'll let him introduce himself.
Thank you very much.
You'll know him when you see him. By the way, and he like holds out a small pebble to you so that he can find you.
Tracking double.
I'm more and more terrified with each passing second. I have met 2 gods and was given a pebble and a prophecy.
Onion is going to do the flower thing. The gifting a flower with the same primary colors. That's a thank you.
He reaches over and grabs a flower out of a vase and puts that one in, and he goes, "As is custom."
You've probably been the most positive reaction I've gotten to that, sadly.
Oh, cool. St. Cole is just basically good guy Vecna.
His what?
He's good guy Vecna. St. Cole of lore and secrets. Yes, and I'm missing an eye and a hand. Oh god, what if it was Vecna who just had like, nah, I've decided to change my ways. I'm tired of getting my ass whooped, okay?
How'd it blow up?
You're gonna meet 3 gods later. A total of 3 now.
Son of a biscuit.
So,
Do adventure.
as you exit St. Cole's tent,
We know nothing.
Junk is sitting on the outside, like at the, and there's 2 other people with him, and he's playing dice.
Nice.
And he looks up and oh! And like he rolls again, and like as soon as it hits, I win, and like scoops it all up.
You're one of those players. Okay.
And what? I'll get you later, Joe. And then yeah. So, what do next?
I'd assume at this point, Psycho and I are.
You have no idea where
We've been
Joe's
to
going.
knowledge.
Oh, fun.
We've been to armaments.
Beastmaster.
We need to pick up our compatriots and
Alchemy supplies are for downtime, and we're not going to have that.
We should probably ask Zarek when we leave.
I don't want to talk to
need
those
go talk to
people with all the
Zarek
fancy
again.
plants.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fancy plants.
The tea.
Tea.
The
The place
The
you
wake
took us
up
to drink
stuff.
this morning.
Right. Where else? We missing too.
That's what I said. We need to pick up our compatriots, right?
we need to go pick them back up.
They wait.
I hope.
Okay. Let's go.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here
Meanwhile,
in the bag.
in our
and-
universe.
Check
So
it.
inside the bag, there's 50 gold.
Yes.
Yeah, you can pay off your debt more. Your lifelong
It
debt.
is
I
it is
Yeah, total of what? 75?
65.
65.
65.
I forgot that was yours.
What's up? You can keep 35 of it.
So you're just
You get this
you guys are just waiting at the Beastmaster tent. You're not gonna wander yourselves.
it's one of those where it's like, I don't know where the fuck they went. Surely he'll bring them back, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he will, unless they get roped into something. You know how persuasive he is.
That's very true.
We've met 2 and 2 half gods.
Oh, look, a meat.
Zerg doesn't count.
So, it takes about 10-15 minutes, and like you see Junk coming down the way,
There he is.
and it is like it's hard to miss Junk also because as he goes by each tent, like anybody who's standing outside, he's like, yeah, what? You know, it is that guy that like he seems to know everybody, and everybody knows him.
Yeah, by the way, Junk, what's the lieutenant's name?
We just call her, Sir, Lieutenant,
Okay,
Lieutenant.
gotcha. Notice everybody has an. I want to find out that her name is Bashful just to call her that in the fucking face. She was mean to me too. Everybody in the Red Dragon Company's been mean.
Except for
The only nice people. Junk is a persuasive, manipulative bastard, okay? The only nice people were in the Beastmaster's tent, and Dane got to meet them because I left. Everybody else has just been fucking rude.
They don't like
Weezer
you.
was okay.
Rat technically wasn't mean to you.
Yeah, let's say what happens.
No, he was just very possessive.
Yes.
Which I understand.
If I need to stuck on this plane of existence, definitely gonna be librarian.
But first, we have to help the new god ascend.
The armorer wasn't mean to you.
No, he was just very snippy.
Hmm.
He came off as rude.
Oh, okay.
I think he's just sensitive.
No, I'm still pissed off at Shit Bucket.
He's just fun sensitive.
It's like I no longer have to give a shit. I have the book that I wanted.
So, Chunk meets up with you two, and he so tea.
Sure.
Tea. And like he wanders through a couple of other like, and it is he cuts through behind tents and like through what shouldn't be cut throughs because like you're basically like having to like lumber make sure you're not tripping over the like where the
The tent poles.
not the
Or
poles but the wires that
Yeah.
hold them up.
I need them to be like making a game out of skipping through them.
And he rounds again, and you've got the little wagon that has the all the herbs in it, and they are still making teas. And there's now it's getting closer to lunchtime. There's a line.
By the way, in the Beastmaster's tents, they do basically like bounties for different collecting of things.
Oh, that's cool.
He had a little chest on him.
Nice.
So, if we make it back and you need some work, he's got it for you.
I hunt in self-defense and for food. Not for, like, trophies.
No, not for trophies.
I just collect trophies off of whatever I kill.
But if you need to make some money.
True, and I'm a lot
You know,
lighter.
You're walking lighter. What?
I'm walking a lot lighter now.
as you're saying that, and like Junk's just standing in line, he turns and he it not trophies. We used to make potions and items and stuff.
Yeah, it was like a.
You know, and he pulls out a small dagger, and he goes,
You said there were deer heads on the front
Yeah.
of the tent.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like
just to represent.
trophies.
Yeah.
They're like when you have somebody hanging like an elk head in the middle of their house
so
or a stuffed bear.
you got no use for deer head, so you put up. It gives sign where people go for work. Look at me dagger. 1 second. See dagger? Notice handle. It made of oak fang. Oak fang with extra stuff in blade. It make me stab oak good.
Yeah, he has a dagger of orc's fang. Nice.
They make these. He puts it in it back in its sheath.
Nice.
You know.
I'll keep that in mind when we
No longer in
find
debt.
new things.
You like herbs? They use herbs. They make potions. They make all sorts of things.
Oh, that's cool.
Such as, you know, antler of creature, maybe make you fly.
Speaking of,
I'm not broke anymore. Or as broke.
You know,
Or divide 65 as a 4.
tongue of other creature make you invisible. Stuff like that.
Everybody gets 16 gold.
Oh.
We were all together with the Paratons and the Manicore.
I think I'm
Except for
I
gonna.
wasn't.
you're here now.
I think I'm just gonna give my 16 to Dane. He's got a debt to pay.
I can save your life at least once. Twice.
He Junk go, I got book. And he like pulls out the book, like, and it's a small pamphlet
Mhm.
type thing, and you interested? And he holds it out to you, and it's like on the cover, it is the like red dragon symbol, but it's items and parts that might be useful is the name of the book, basically. And it's not a very thick little thing, but it's and he holds it out to you. I get another.
Sure.
Flipping through it, it tells you like even just taking the blood of like creatures, they can take the blood and make arrows of slaying, which would give you like, depending on how much blood and so forth, a +1 to a +4 against that certain creature.
Nice.
Do I still have the Hell Giant potion? Or did I give that to anybody?
That was me. I have the hill giant.
You have it now. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be great with that shillelagh.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want it.
So you wait for a few minutes, and like you get up to the counter, and the people, can I help you?
I said I might be back.
Right. It's lunchtime. Food. Teas. What do we need? And Junk goes, 5. Clear head. Energy. Right. They like pull a couple of herbs down, start to blend it together, start steeping, and they. Anything else?
After you're not busy, I'd like to get some information on the herbs.
Right. Again, after lunch, before dinner, or after dinner, before we go drinking. Your choice.
On the book.
Next.
I'll just wait here until after.
And they start taking the next order, and then after a couple of seconds, like, Junk's handed a bunch of mugs, and we drink,
Drink.
and he swallows it, and it's a little tart, with like a slight sweetness to it. After it, and it is like it sort of does wake you up a little bit more. But you're still hungry, as it is, as they stated, lunchtime.
Actually get a meal.
Maybe.
I mean,
True. It could be filled with meat.
So, what to?
I'll stay here.
Lunch.
Lunch is good. Let's go to the tavern.
is this the
They
same
have
place
lunch
you took
here.
us before?
Of course.
No.
Don't they have lunch here?
Don't do the dagger thing again.
I know. I learned about
Basil
it.
doesn't know that, but
I learned my lesson on that one.
So, he takes you to the large tent again. Again, they like ask you to remove all your gear.
Onion is,
I don't have any gear on me.
as I said, Onion is waiting and is probably just munching on a ration.
Okay. This time the place is still just as raucous, but there's no gambling going on. And at the other side of the tent from the entrance, there is a long line of people going down this like what looks like a buffet type area.
Hell yeah.
And Junk walks up to it and like he pulls out a token. And, like, as you look at it, it definitely does not look like any money you've ever seen before.
That's
And-
a free token.
He hands it over, and they hand him a plate. And he holds up his mug, and they, like, nod at him, and he, like, starts to go down the line. And that, who's next in line? And they hold out their hand.
How much? Because I don't know what the fuck that was.
Not part of company.
Yeah.
How much you want to eat?
Good size meal.
Well, yeah, you skipped breakfast.
I was sick.
Mm-hmm.
So, 2 gold.
2 gold.
You give him the 2 gold.
Yep.
He hands you a plate and like reaches for a mug.
Yep.
He hands you the mug. And yeah, 2 gold.
2 gold.
As you go down the line, they you get to like a spot and you're just following Junk, and Junk's like he just holds his plate out, and as he goes down, like people are shoveling stuff onto it. And then it gets to like some of them he stops at and he looks and like they don't give him anything and he whoa and just keeps going. How do you want to do it?
A rowdy Piccadilly. Gotcha.
Do you actually want to pick and choose your food, or are you just going to hold out the
I'm
plate
just
like
gonna
he
hold
did?
out.
Okay.
Meat.
You also paid the 2.
Mm-hmm.
So for you 3, you actually get like at some of the places that Junk stops and he gets nothing. Like when you stop there, they slap something down on the plate.
Yeah.
He gets the like standard ration, which doesn't get you as much.
Yeah.
You get, because you paid extra, because you said you wanted
A good meal.
a good meal, you get and it is, you get like 2 to 3 different types of meats, some beans,
You'd have to pick and choose.
Yeah.
there's bread, wheats, it is a plethora of stuff to choose from, with some nuts and berries also on it. And at the end, like Junk holds out his mug and like somebody fills it up with a thing, and when you come up with your mug, they look at yours and they go, your choice. And they point to like 3 different things.
This isn't going to like fuck us up as soon as we walk out the door, is it?
How much you planning to drink?
I don't. Just enough for the meal.
Right. So ale, wine, and right. Ale or wine.
Still, it is.
Ale, please.
So like they fill up the mugs. If you look at what Junk got the
Junk got the fire water. Junk got the water. We weren't given a heads up about that.
what?
So we thought just a regular tavern tent, right?
Oh, you came at
At the-
night.
Yes.
Ah,
And we
this
came with
lunch.
that one.
Get the hell out.
And we came with Junk.
Mm-hmm.
Those poor sons of bitches. I dined like a fucking king.
So yeah, for the most part, it is like it's a really
Very
good,
hearty meal.
It's real
comfortable
food.
meal. The ale's not bad, but it's not the best ale you've ever had.
It's a Bud Light. It's fine.
When you sit down, Junk looks over and he goes, "I give you 2 copper for your drink."
Why?
You have mine.
What is it?
Don't know.
Don't do it. It's a trap. Don't do it.
I will not let the restoration you if this winds up backfiring.
I tried.
You trade.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
god.
hands you the 2 copper, and like he hands you his mug, and he takes yours and like starts to like drink it.
I start with a tiny sip.
It tastes bad.
Okay.
It-
It's just swill ale.
Yeah, it's definitely like probably not fully matured.
Okay.
It's not fire water.
No.
Okay. That's what I was worried about. Meanwhile, book. Reading.
After a few minutes, Junk finishes and like he I won't even look back.
2 copper and it's yours.
Oh no, 2 copper was drink. That mug was more.
Oh yeah. Deal for 2 copper. Here you go, John.
when you started to say that, like he reached like for what would be his knife, and like it was the like. Fuck.
No, you've been good to us, John. I was just joking with you.
He takes your mug and like, and then hands it back, and then he like spits into his mug and like wipes it,
Mhm.
and then hangs it back onto his belt.
Mm-hmm.
You've just been sitting and waiting.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not even expecting much in the way of role playing this. Just get information on particular herbs and return to the party.
Okay. What do you guys plan to do after lunch?
I was gonna go back to the tent
Mm-hmm.
and actually look at the
I will want to look at his book with him. So I'm going with him.
You guys come back to get me, or am I gonna have to find my own way?
Oh yeah, we'd come back and get you first.
Okay, because Onion would get lost. Absolutely would get lost.
We would never
I'd be going
leave
back to the
Onion.
But I have some items that I need to deliver to Brothers Eric.
You need directions?
If I'm not mistaken, Brother Eric is in the little church in the center of town, right?
Maybe.
And junk is silver.
You be too generous. 2 copper, all it need.
I hand him the 2 copper back. Hell yeah.
He
Sorry,
pockets.
I got used to whistle.
he pockets the 2 copper, and he starts to walk you towards the center of town.
I would have just grabbed my regular bag. Has the 2 Oblex vials in it.
Right.
Basil, I got more herbs in the book now.
Nice.
Mm.
I'll actually leave the herbalism book with you. Anything that cross-reference for your knowledge.
This book actually has more stuff than what you've ever seen, and there are sketches. And there's like probably an extra 50 or 60 pages of like herbs that you have no idea of.
This is so awesome.
For
Oh god, it's like having a little sibling. It saved your life twice, you're indebted to it forever.
the book that Idane has,
Yes.
in it it's basically like a journal.
Mhm.
There are marching orders listed, and in it are papers tucked at certain areas, and each paper, like when you open it, it's basically some of them's been transcribed to the page next to them, some of them have not, and it is like newsletters of things that have happened, and sometimes it is like some of it makes sense of like things that you've like, oh, like we marched from here to here, but like there's others that's like purple lights seen southeast in the direction of so and so,
No, I didn't.
red lights seen northeast of so and so.
Oh,
How far into that do you read from front to back, or do you like skip through it?
Well,
I was gonna-
I'm looking with you, so.
Yeah, I would say we skip through and see if there's up to like current events.
Okay, so you get into the later part of the book then.
Yeah.
there should be a giant purple flash in the direction of Mudbark then.
So, you get to the point where it's green flashes from Farion.
And that's when they attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Dispatched 20 extra. And then the next thing, small party of volunteers dispatched to the northeast.
That was us, probably.
Every time that
If
you
Chauncey dies, kill them on sight.
every time that you responded, like it's a transcription of what was stated.
Reports.
Yeah. Your last report's there, and then it's there's a couple of reports of like other colors being seen in different areas, and then occasionally there's no report from missing group, no report from missing group, no report from missing group, and it is just that's listed over and over again. Missing group last known area, dispatch 20 guard. Missing group 20 guard come back with like, and there's like a note of the township and stuff like that, and it actually has like defenses where they obviously did like a full look of the place.
Right.
Purple, green, yellow flash from Mudbark. Any coming from that area, hostile.
Mardi Gras.
Consider all deadly.
No, just two.
One.
Zion and Zarek.
So that's why they kind of killed us on sight.
Yep.
Is what I say out loud.
Pretty much.
So then the next parts are like 80 dispatch to Aurora, 40 dispatch to Aurora, 60 called in from Alterwyn to Aurora.
Basically, army massing.
Mm-hmm.
Between 180 and 200.
Mudbark, carrier from Mudbark. Mudbark does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
Survivors, state, wild magic, kill on sight.
Is this Red LL?
You are not there. They're reading a book while you're going through his herbalism book.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I was just...
The next dispatch is like arrived at Aurora, trying to set up perimeters. 2 days. Red Dragon Company arrives. We question allegiances. Red Dragon Company refuses to talk. Red Dragon Company has no allegiance. Red Dragon Company, magic users unclassified.
Mm.
Mudbark, magic is moving.
They could sense the magic from Zarek, I guess.
Mudbark magic considered hostile.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where it ends.
Man.
Yeah, you know those innocent people that we helped save?
They're dead now.
Yeah, or at least
Well,
maybe.
no. If they had come with us, they would have.
Innocent said wild magic, kill on sight.
No. Survivors
The survivors.
Right. report wild magic.
Was there a period between magic and kill?
Yes.
So the survivors are going to be killed. Basil's not there, though. Probably for the best.
They very much stick to the orders.
Mm-hmm.
Do not fucking question.
Mm-hmm.
Nuance with these people.
Junk takes you to the church.
Mm-hmm.
He walks up to one of the guards that are outside of it, talks to him for a second, and they and this is all in the language you don't understand. And he okay, we go down. He walks you to another building, and this building's like the roof is part of the roof is missing,
Mhm.
and he knocks on the door, and he sticks his head in, and he goes, you hear him, we have someone looking for the mute,
Zarek.
and
Zarek.
you hear
He will kill us all.
you hear a person on the other side.
It's Lieutenant.
And they open the door, and out steps a person in red robes.
Yeah. Let's
What can I help you with?
I'm just needing to speak with Brother Zarek.
The voice is not receiving guests.
Then talk to them.
Well, was this person there during the interrogation?
No.
I don't think I have a little bag on me. I just have some things to give to Brother Zarek.
I can see that they are passed along.
Alright, and I pull out the 2 green vials.
They look at them, and it, like before it is the like they look at it and look at you, and then like hold their hand out.
I hand them over.
They
'Cause I don't want those things on me if they pop.
they take them and like put them into a small pouch
Mm-hmm.
and like tuck them into the robes. Is there a note that goes with this?
Found.
No. They were picked up when we were assaulted on the mountains, is all.
Zarek was with you?
No.
I'll see
And I
that.
couldn't hand them over to Zarek because I had unequipped everything and left everything in the tent before it went to the interrogation.
I'll see that they're brought to him.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That is all. Because I think we're supposed to find out when we're leaving and who we're leaving with the following morning.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's what we're told. I don't remember exactly.
So they turn and like go back through the door,
Mhm.
and they nod to Junk, and then they shut the door behind them.
All right.
So
Those motherfucking things.
where we go?
I'm just gonna head back to the tent.
Time to drink.
No.
No.
You
Not-
said we have
not
drink
yet.
at night.
At night.
Oh.
This is lunch.
It's after lunch.
It's not quite dinner.
Not quite dinner yet.
day drinking.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Mm.
Hard to be sad when there's a lot of vodka in your system.
He walks you back to your tent, and he I need it for anything?
Uh,
I thought we sold all the armor and stuff.
We may have.
Pretty sure we did. Yeah, I think that was part of the.
Okay.
Yeah, it was part of you guys getting your.
Okay. I
do you
I
know,
couldn't remember.
do you know
sorry.
a clear place that I might be able to perform a small ritual?
What?
Directly outside of the tent where we found a sleeping guy who was sleeping on a pile of hemp rope.
I want my dragon back.
Town too small for dragon.
No, dragon yay big.
Town too small for dragon.
Like a pseudo dragon, almost a dragon.
It's not like it's not big like you know how pixies are to people? That's what this is to a dragon.
Pig.
Very tiny people.
Fit.
Those things fucking exist.
Well, he talked about the what that term you isn't that term of like people?
Feywild, fairy, elven.
Tiny people with wings.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of.
You thinking of halfling?
Are you thinking of
Halfway.
Are you
You
thinking
said
of
tiny
Ryan?
people.
No, he talking about
No.
fairy.
Are you talking
You know fairy.
Are you talking about
A-
Fae?
Again, I didn't think those existed.
They definitely exist.
Are you talking about Fae?
No.
That's a very broad term.
What's no.
He's talking
I'm
about
not very-
fairies and pixies being the same thing.
Fairies, pixies, sprites. They're all different, but they're related.
Kind of like wood elves, drow, half elf, or high elves.
Right.
Typically, fairies are actually much taller, about the size of a child. But
He see things, right?
I lived with these things.
Right. He see things. Okay. I
I will make your tongue taste like this powder.
you try it, funny boy.
Oh.
I mean, it's a little bit perturbed at being called boy. What? Okay.
If I not need it, I come back and we go drink.
It was part of the agreement.
Yes, Basil, you will go drink.
No, we go drink.
He turned us.
Join us. Join us. Hey, if you keep going with the book, you might find out exactly how to make a potion of lesser restoration.
Maybe some antitoxin.
So junk like disappears.
At a very full meal, I am taking a nap.
Well, before I do. Yeah, as you're laying there, I can tell you about it.
So,
Went
we
through
do,
this fucking book.
so we do.
Yeah, we did. They've been keeping track of everything that's ever happened since.
Well, so this little bit here was since we met them. This is other bullshit.
Oh, that's cool.
The reason why they attacked us was kill on sight because anybody from Mudbark is dangerous.
Oh. Well, that explains a lot.
Anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Also means the people that still live there.
The children.
Potentially.
Yeah.
There's
potentially.
nothing but children and a handful of adults left.
It says Mudbark doesn't exist anymore.
I'm glad I chose the side I did now.
Likewise.
So burn this civilization to the ground. Got it.
I wouldn't go with civilization.
Organization.
Organization, yes. That also means we'd have to just
Overrun their capitals with nature.
You've been there.
Been where?
You went to the college.
Yeah.
It's weird that you haven't got one located.
Yeah, I traveled with a few.
That's where all the magic users are.
We get taught how to use the magic.
Whatever.
We have to control the wild magic that's going on in this
You
world.
know that seawater that came out of your mouth? That.
Yeah,
Keep that from happening.
Hmm. And the more you're trained, the better, and the better you get at it.
And they're very good at dispatching people who don't bother getting trained.
Hmm.
Oh, speaking of training, will you teach me about druidism?
What exactly do you want to know about druidism?
101.
Yeah,
101 it for him.
yeah.
Just in downtime.
I'll see what I can do. Mhm.
Pretty sure I could give you the 101 under Druid Dream.
But you're gonna have to be.
Sure thing, Celestial Wall.
You're gonna have to follow the steps. There's no shortcuts. You have to follow the steps, or something terrible will happen.
Like vomiting seawater?
Yes, or getting crushed by something.
Having a whale drop on a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Or in a mountain.
You could also possibly die.
Oh, nice. So you mean the type of shit that's already been happening since
Yes,
I found out I
But
have magic?
the more training you have, the better it is, and it's easier to cast.
Yeah, I assumed that. That's why I was asking for your help.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just letting you know, be careful. I remember this one time in college, this guy did this spell.
This one time at
and he-
band camp.
and he cast Finger of Death on himself and died immediately.
So this guy in college fingered himself to death.
He poked himself in it.
Who
Did they at
this?
least get him back?
Huh?
Did they get him back?
No, he was dead.
Are you sure that was the one guy in college or not the guy in Farron?
Yeah.
They stood up as a zombie.
But if they got such powerful magic, couldn't they just bring him back?
Unless
they
they
not-
tried
did
to
they
finger
not want to
themselves to
bring
death,
it
It
apparently.
costs money.
They're all about the money.
Mm-hmm.
So humans worship powerful spirits, money, other humans. Is there anything humans don't worship?
Faye.
No, there's humans who worship faith too.
I would disagree with that.
That was a joke. I don't really know.
I would say demons, but apparently there's cults in the world.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, they pretty much
Anything
worship
that
whatever.
promises
What?
them
Nope.
something, they will
I
take.
was thinking of going rocks. No, actually, no, they would probably worship that too.
Humans,
Earth
humans,
Mhm.
some humans crave power. Other humans want friendship and bonds. It's weird. People are greedy.
I'm actually legitimately trying to think of something that humans don't worship.
Do
It's
humans
some form or
worship
another.
cows?
Here?
On our Earth, yes.
Alright, yes. Well,
It's not really worship.
I'm sure that- I am sure that there is some sort of
Cow god.
like
We can't even say like different foods because we have the flying spaghetti monster. What the fuck?
So, a couple of hours pass.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a knock at your on the post.
It's in your sleep. No, he'll just try to wake you.
Hello.
We convene for drinking soon.
you
I did
guys,
tell him that I would go. So.
right. You guys go ahead. I'll catch up.
I brought you fairy, and at this, like you hear a voice. I told you not to call me that, you asshole.
What?
There it is.
What?
And he like grabs the guy by the shirt and drags him in, and he goes, "You say you will fairy?
No.
Fuck you, asshole!" Like, and
No.
he like punches Junk, and Junk just looks at him like,
Run. No. I said I wanted to get my dragon back.
Oh, speaking of which,
No.
did you roll for
That's
that?
not a fairy.
Wait, is it actually a fairy though?
"No."
Okay.
I think that's a term.
What is
Oh.
Yes, there it is. No, I was sitting- y'all were going back and forth, and I was looking at Boomer like, nope, whatever it is.
Yep.
It's an elf, isn't it?
No,
No,
it's
wait.
a
It's a
human guy.
It's the derogatory term.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love how we're the only two who got it.
I was thinking about actually like fey creatures and stuff. It's like
No.
Well, I mean, it
No,
suits the
ears, no
characters
wings.
too. I mean, we'd be the only ones who really understood what he meant.
That's true.
so. I guess fairies just a little bit fey.
They're a little,
Very.
they're a
That's
little
not
fruity.
right. And again, the guy punches Junk in the arm, and Junk just like looks at him like,
God, stop it!
Don't. What?
at this, the gentleman that you're like
What does that have
looking
to do
at,
with
he
anything?
goes, there was a term at one point in this area that they referred to men that
Like other men.
as fairies.
Mm-hmm.
Thus, the derogatory term that Junk unfortunately still uses because he uses archaic languages. Archaic, atheist, it's all same.
Atheist. Ah.
I apologize. This is not what I had in mind.
Basil's just sitting there like this, like
Would you like a drink?
Are you paying?
Sure. For your troubles. Might as well.
I mean, he's already paid me for my troubles. I'm just saying, you look like a fine man that I wouldn't mind.
Well,
Like I said, I will catch up. I have a dragon to summon.
let's
you
say.
didn't summon that
Well, let's
over
say
2 hours?
we've been doing for 2 hours for
Apparently,
it.
I was distracted.
Oh, that was while they were reading the books,
Yeah.
and then like because I had to leave and then come
Well,
back.
he was with you.
No,
Not
No,
when
he
he
wasn't.
went. Not when he went to Zarek.
I went
Oh.
alone.
I misunderstood.
Yeah, they were in the tent with us, doing the sketchings.
No, the onion would have conveniently timed them waiting. Like,
Ah,
see, I just got it set up and everything.
because
So,
it's like an hour ritual, isn't it?
an hour and 10 minutes.
I'm taking my book. No, I'm
I
not
will-
taking fucking.
I will catch up with you. It'll probably take about, I don't know, 15
2
minutes.
hours.
15 minutes. I will catch up with you.
Did you say that you have a lot of trouble navigating tents?
I'll stay with him.
We're going drinking.
I couldn't crawl for them in minutes.
And this time, I will definitely leave all of my weapons.
Oh yeah, because you can just go, and they come right back.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm not stupid.
So as you're walking through the tent towns, the one gentleman is definitely like chatting you up as you're walking.
Yeah.
He does get the impression that you're probably not fully interested in him.
Give me another drink. I'll talk. There's a connection there. I mean,
But he is very like, you've offered a drink, so he's
Fuck yeah!
and of course when you get to the tents they ask for like all of your gear. Junk again like tosses it all out and then walks through the little area. You have been informed that the gentleman that is with you is everybody calls him Whisper. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Really loud for a whisper.
And he will let you know when you say that. Like, sometimes the names are ironic. Just like Junk. He's
Is he a eunuch? Sorry. Sorry.
not quite, but sometimes he probably wishes he was.
Okay.
Overshadowing my Beatles joke.
Very welcome.
I still feel bad about that one.
So again, they like Junk takes you over to basically the same people that are drinking. And he Auntie, and they the one gentleman that's quiet that was silent the first time, he and Junk goes, "Oh, no drinking with them."
Why?
Auntie too high.
Why is there an anti-drinking with them? Thought an ante was used for a bet.
Right.
We weren't even told what the bet was the last time. So what did we put money in towards?
You lose.
Oh yeah, too drunk.
Rolled in that one. Shut up. Fucking face.
Auntie the high tonight. We drink. And he looks around and he elbows Whisper and he, what? They're over there. And he, with them.
I was gonna say, can we not just form our own ante?
Or not.
Junk and Whisper walk over to a table and they sit down with a couple of people, and Junk, in the language that you guys don't understand, says a couple of things, and they all nod, and okay, so no ante.
Oh.
We play dice.
Oh. Okay.
Sure.
He what a crow. And he whistles real loud, and he again in that language just sort of bellows a word, and everybody else just everybody at the table's oh god damn it, but Whisper looks over and he goes, so you're paying, right?
Correct.
What are we drinking tonight?
I would prefer something lighter than the fucking water. That's for sure.
Did you bring your own cup this time?
Fuck, that's right. The only cup I have is in my mess kit, so.
So you don't have your own cups.
Is there anywhere to buy them?
For both of you.
So, St. Cole did tell us before that we should have our own cups with us.
Right.
Now, this is me to you, Boomer.
Oh, yes.
Would it be too bad to retcon that I brought my mess kit cup?
If you want to, you can.
Okay.
I mean,
I would have had my mess kit cup then.
Because I saw the one that Junk had. I would have probably purchased one if I could find one.
You want to purchase one?
Yeah.
Junk could have taken you somewhere beforehand to get you one.
I just have a little
Um,
tin cup.
Remove yourself 1 silver.
So, yeah. I wouldn't mind retconning that.
Yeah, that's fine. So what you get for the one like Junk's, it is a little more intricate. It's got a little bit of pewter on it, but it is mostly a wooden, or not wooden, but a horn
Yeah.
tankard.
Awesome.
It's got a leather wrap on it and so forth, and it does have a handle. So Whisper goes, so no water. Do we want the swill, the mead, the ale, the wine?
How's the mead?
Depends on which one we're opening today.
Well, I'll take the chance. It's good, then. Hell yeah.
So, 2 minutes. And for you, sir?
I'm just gonna get a wine.
I know. All total, that will basically be your pay. Right. Correct. 1 silver, 3 copper.
do something. Just or make change at least, because
He takes it and like walks up to the front, asks, and they come back with a small pitcher, and like put the pitcher down in front of you, of the mead and a small pitcher, like an even smaller like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a half bottle of wine
Yeah.
type thing, and
Oh,
He-
and I did tell Junk that I would drink with him and pay for a couple drinks. So
so you're paying for Junk's. For
paying
Junk,
for a couple Junks.
Junk just orders the ale, and this time, since you're not paying antes, which is part of the drinking game that they were playing, was you had to pay for your drink and like extra went into a tab,
Okay.
and whoever won the tab got the
Everything
extra.
else. Okay. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that we're playing that drinking game the next time we go out. You're coming with this motherfucker.
But so after it, since you're not paying for all of that extra,
Mhm.
it is for Junk. If you're buying like 2 to 3 of them, it's going to be like a silver.
Okay.
Like it is nowhere near as bad as like 1 silver per drink, like what you guys were paying.
yeah.
And then that was the whole like when he held up the tin. He's like, I'm not paying a gold a drink.
Too expensive.
But if you win,
Yeah, but also, do you remember how many drinks the Chatter was into last game? When Junk asked him, he said that he was at 18 before you guys sat down,
oh well.
and he still drank with you guys.
Was he alive? Is he here tonight? Is he alive?
No, he was the one that like held up the tin.
Chatter was the
He's the mute.
dude's got a constitution of like 30.
Is he alive? Pointing at Chatter.
Yeah,
18 before we started.
right. Chatter lost last night. He tried to get money back. That why we got high ante.
Then who won?
I don't know. I didn't win, so
Can always class.
What's he gonna tell to?
Not him. The people at the table.
I don't want to go over there. They might get.
They might bully him.
They might convince me to join the Annie. I'm easily persuaded. Shut up.
Yeah, okay, then don't do it.
I'm not. I was just trying to figure out what the fuck.
Chatter. He have bad thing happen in the past. It make him not talk, but like make him
Archie,
Gave him a healthy drinking habit.
he like get sick easy.
Hmm.
Whole company come down with thing. Chatter be one that save us all.
so really high constitution or magic items giving him the high constitution.
Chatter's a paladin.
Hmm.
No, that protects you from disease, not poison. If he has something that gives him immunity to
No,
poison,
but
he can't.
no, but if he's a paladin, he can just lay on hands and take the poison away from himself.
True. It's fucked up.
Hmm.
Assholes.
Yeah,
Fucking assholes.
people who can cure poison on themselves with using magic.
Fucked up. I'm just gonna sit there, enjoy conversation, sip on my half bottle of wine.
Okay.
I'm not having anything else.
There's a couple of people that come and sit and like drink. Crow does come and sit and drink. Basically, Crow's one of those like he follows Junk around to an extent.
Which one's Crow?
Crow's the like lithe small guy that was
Yeah.
like basically the runner and getting all the
Oh, okay.
alcohol last time.
Okay.
And after about an hour or so, Junk looks over and goes, Crow! Their companions, they come drink. And Crow, that's right. And he, like, puts his hand out and Junk, like, yeah. And, like, hands him a copper and Crow takes off.
Have I had enough time?
Yep.
I'm assuming I need to roll for it as a level 1 spell.
Yep.
It's an 8 on a level 1.
Okay. You're good.
Hey, buddy.
What the fuck?
So you got to go back home, huh? That makes one of us.
So, after, like, about 10 or 20 minutes after, like, you've got your pseudo dragon summoned, there's like a little tap on your tent.
Yes.
You've been asked to come drinking.
Oh, yes, yes.
You said you'd be there in an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
He
I said I'd be there in 15 minutes, but that was intentional. My
Yeah.
plan was to go up to Psycho and say, so we're not going right.
Yeah.
But now that Crow's here.
Yeah.
Not.
So Crow walks you both to the tent.
Oh, I left all my stuff at the tent, by the way.
I don't, well, I left the short bow, but I don't really, well, yeah, I left the weapon stuff, but most
That's
of my
fine.
stuff will come with me.
You go through. Crow takes you to the seat to the table where everybody else is sitting, and there's actually like this is actually a pretty big table of people. Some of them are playing cards. Some of them are playing dice. And it is not the same people you sat with last time.
We're at the cool kid table.
Hey, wow.
Hey, who are
Hey
all
guys,
these?
how are you?
So, this is Whisper, by the way.
Oh, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Onion.
It's fair.
So just forewarning you,
Hmm.
did you bring your own cups?
Yeah.
There is a cup in the mess kit, yes.
I
Then-
remembered what he said. I was terrified about what happened last time.
Yes. Then the drinks are
do
at
I
least
have a mess kit.
so far that I've noticed. Okay.
Do you have an explorer's pack?
I already broke everything out. So
Oh, well, if you had an explorer's pack, then you would have had a mess kit.
Yeah.
I have a water skin and I have an iron pot.
No, he took one of the other ones.
Oh,
I probably took like a scholar's. Yeah, I took the scholar's pack.
well, we did tell you that you could put liquids in it, so if you show up with an iron pot,
That'd be awesome.
here's my bug, bam!
How
Like,
big is this
oh.
iron pot?
Just
Cast iron skillet, basically, right?
No, it's a
Right.
little bit bigger.
A little bigger.
Cast iron is still a bit tall.
Yeah, like your typical iron pot is roughly like I think it's a 10-inch pot, like 10-inch wide mouth, with it's basically a little bit bigger than a bowling ball. Like that is a good way to look at it is like a bowling ball.
That is a huge pot.
That'll
Mr.
do
Joke,
it,
it's a
I guess.
decanter of endless. It's a decanter of endless ale.
When
I
you
don't
pull
want-
that
I don't
out,
want this full.
Whisper looks at it and goes, "So you normally play with them, I'm guessing."
No, he's
I
not
don't want
used
this
to. He's not used to this world, and so he didn't even know what it was used for. And we told him liquids go in this.
When I was talking about fairies, I meant I lived among fairies. Like literal fairies.
Junk, shut the fuck up.
We would like you not to keep using this term. You keep mentioning literal fairies. keep in mind, you might have seen things that a lot of us haven't.
Are pixies and sprites still okay?
Pixies and sprites. So we're talking about mythological beings. Right. Okay.
Yes.
So back to you.
So, anyways,
It's somebody that thinks you're being rude when you're trying not to be. And the more you try not to be, the worse it gets. Trust me, I have experience with it.
Me too.
It sucks.
foot in mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Foot in mouth, toe fungus tastes horrible. We get it, and now you're tasting the heel.
Foot and mouth syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is, the drinking is very less expensive than the last time. Anytime that you do need to reorder, like a silver will like basically do most of the table.
So Onion is going to have 1 wine.
Okay. So that'd be 5 copper.
L.
5 copper.
Yeah. For
Okay,
one
I
book.
have gold pieces.
Break it down, because they will like get you change.
Okay, so that's 35,
9 and 95 copper.
I'm going with the cheap ale.
9,
not the,
and
not the
8
swell,
copper.
So the cheaper ale is basically like, it's also going to be around 5 to 6 copper. That's the reason I'm saying, like, if you pay a silver, you can pay for, like, they can get you like
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Mutations.
Oh my god, we did our first shopping episode, guys. And we lived.
And nobody had to roll their eyes either.
So how long are you guys willing to sit around and drink?
I'm only having this 1/2 bottle, and that's it.
Okay.
Because I'm
I'm
not
having
fucking
it.
up the other
I'm
one.
having a wine, and I'm offering some of it to Mint.
Okay.
I'm having a glass.
Have you ever gotten mint drunk before? This is a question.
Imagine a dragon would be very.
This is a dragon the size of a house cat.
Consider dragons to be poisoned.
Yes, they can.
So it's too bad because you never got to be in a tavern with Pixel because Pixel was totally a drinker.
Um,
How much change do I get back from that?
For how much did you have? One
What'd you spend?
gold,
1 silver.
one silver.
5 copper.
You'd get 5 copper.
Okay.
Consider dragons.
A day will stay until they figure out who's going where. Whispering a day.
Okay.
Oh!
Whisper will take you back to his tent.
Cool.
No, he rolled that way.
Thank you.
Yo, he's rolling the dice, baby. So,
So I'm guessing like nobody's reacting to the fact that I have a dragon on my shoulder.
no, I'm more interested in trying to get it drunk.
So you're actually bringing it into the.
Yes. Mint.
You would have never got into the tent.
Oh, then I'm waiting.
You said you'd come with us.
No. So like you try to go in with it, like on your shoulder.
Yes. It is.
Okay. So you know that little like area that like it set off an alarm as junk went through it. As you go through it, man, it goes.
Oh no!
No.
Please tell me that he didn't kill man. Please tell me that didn't kill man.
Well, then I would have never sat down. I would have left.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like it's one of
Yeah.
those like you didn't know. So
So retconning me even being there.
yeah.
I'm going to try to resummon Mint, see if that was a temporary thing.
He comes back.
Okay. Yeah, I would have felt like it's
So,
horrible.
so yeah, Onion's not even there.
Okay.
Onion walked in, Mint disappeared, walked out.
Sitting there, Basil drinks his wine furiously. Onion's an oath breaker. He said he'd be here.
I'm pretty
They're
sure
not.
this tent has some anti-magic.
They said they'd be here. They're not.
Yeah.
Onion.
Oh.
So I will
Oath
put myself
broken.
back at 36 gold.
I don't think Onion ever promised anything.
I would say you would have walked in with them. So
Yeah.
you would have probably seen that and been
Yeah.
like, ah, okay.
Yeah, and I would have just been like, I'm going in
Oh,
anyways.
So, as you leave the tent, there is no roll this time.
Yay!
Use your own cups.
Okay.
How did we do
I
in
didn't
the
know
dice
if it
game?
was like infused or not.
No.
Okay.
How did we do in the dice game?
So, do you actually want to play the dice game?
I mean,
Or
I
do
was
you wanna,
debating
like-
on it, but I figured since it's near the end of the day, we wouldn't be.
It's almost 10.
So we'll do one game of it.
Yeah.
So grab two d6s.
Do I do my fancy cool ones or?
Can I borrow D6? Thank you. Then we'll have the one set. And then the question is, how much is in the pot?
So how many games are you guys willing to play?
Probably just do one just for the fun of it.
Okay.
Just do one.
So if you're just doing one and you're playing against Junk, he's gonna try to get as much as he can from you. So we're gonna go with 2 silver each.
Oh, is it the high-low thing?
Nope. So roll your 2d6s and don't let anybody else know what you got. And even odds. Junk goes odds higher. So you can your bets are odd, even or odds, high lows. So it is like you're based on what you have. Are we going to be with 3 people? Basically make it down the center. So that's what 12, 24, 36. So middle would be 18. So anything above 18 is high, anything below 18 is low. And then is it an even or
So
odd?
thinking the whole total between the three of us?
Yep.
Okay. Even. Even.
Odd high.
Okay, so we have 2 odd high and an even high. So now you reveal your dice. So what do we got?
7.
6.
6, 7,
So it is high.
14.
And it's
20.
20. So it's an even.
Fuck
You.
yeah. That's why I'm celebrating.
Fair.
So you get the
Yeah.
You get 6 silver.
so you the 2 silver you put in and the
And then 4.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hey, congratulations. You'll be able to pay off your debt if you develop a healthy gambling addiction. Considering you are taking a gamble tonight. Whisper.
you all go back to your respective tents. The next morning,
Info.
yeah. There is the next morning. You 3 are woken up by a knock on the tent.
Come in.
Hello?
A hunched over figure in a brown robe comes in, and he it looks around for a second, and it goes, I thought we go
Mhm.
trip.
Think Cole sent you?
Yes.
I get up and extend my hand. Pleasure to meet you.
As he extends his hand, this green, long fingernail, warty hand comes out from under the cloak.
What is a you?
We are not leaving just yet. We are missing one person, and we don't have our exact orders yet.
I thought we go on pilgrimage.
Yes. We're not sure exactly when we're leaving out or if we're leaving with a group or not yet. We should be finding out shortly.
He like pulls out a small book and like starts flipping through it. Pilgrimage. You go alone.
Mm.
Okay.
So we still need the fourth member.
I'm also curious if this is just long-fingered Kermit coming with us. No.
What
Sorry,
is
we're having to wait for Whisper's Sweet Nothings to finish.
What?
What is it, you?
What is it, me?
Yes.
You be with too.
Mhm.
I mean, I know I'm weird.
I wait. Best do all at once. Make sure I run fat proper. I get one run.
Hmm?
And at this, like he's like playing with his fingers are like popping, and it is when the nails they are clicking every time that he like.
Oh, that's awesome.
How old are you?
I'm young.
Young?
Yep.
How young?
How old you?
I pull up my flute and go with just a
20
little
something.
bit of a tune with his fingernail clicking to the beat.
Yes, I do have a flute. and
I
know how
am
to play.
20 something.
Dad. Okay.
Onion will hum along.
And
And
Dane walks to the tent going, "What's happening?"
Dane, you're here.
I'm assuming at some point here.
Yeah.
Sweet.
How was your night?
It was good.
Walking a little bow-legged there.
I'm giving you hell.
Gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
What? I thought we go on trip.
Yes, what's your name?
I go last.
He wants us to introduce ourselves.
Ah, my name is Dane.
He like writes it down.
Onion. Eladrin.
Onion Eladrin.
It's not a long
Interesting
name.
surname, but
It's not a name. Eladrin isn't.
Basil is in a jovial mood today. I don't know why.
Yes.
Psycho von Victor.
Yeah.
Basil.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Oh, this is Myth. The second.
That's right.
It's a junior mint.
I'm sorry.
At this, the figure like pulls his hood back, revealing a long, pointy nose, a bald head with a small like what looks like a pulled back mohawk into a black hair, a small thing of black hair that's pulled into a ponytail. He's got yellow eyes, sharp teeth. His ears have been look like they've been gnawed on by something. There are warts and boils on his face, and all green. And he looks up and goes, "I am low buckle,
Low buckle?
low buckle."
Low buckle.
Low buckle.
I can't tell if it's supposed to be an O or a U.
Mhm.
That's just me, Brian, talking.
Hey, your companion.
Mhm.
Companion.
What exactly is your job while we're here?
Oh yeah, by the way, about that. We made an agreement with St. Cole.
I
So I
figured,
forgot to tell you.
I figured you would have told us last night, but
Sorry, some people didn't go out drinking with us. And I like to be.
I have
They wouldn't let me bring mint inside. I'm not leaving mint.
He flips through the book for a second and then like reaches into a pocket on his vest and like pulls out a piece of paper, and I have look.
I take the note and open it.
You break the seal, and it says, "This is my companion Lobuckle. He is a bit odd. He can help you a little bit. Do not anticipate him to fight, as goblins are not known for their way of fighting.
Fury of the Small.
If he should ever fall and you are still alive, please take his flag and carry it with you in broad daylight."
If you should fall.
He has a flag?
I have. And at this, he he's got a small crank on his next to him, and he starts to crank it, and a pole comes out from the backpack, and on the top is a black crystal, and then a small little flag goes.
That's awesome.
What's the flag signify?
I don't know.
You
He's a fucking tracking device.
He's GPS.
Oh! Took me a minute.
Ready,
It
ready
could be
for it?
like GPS or like St. Cole can scry on it and just see the area and just be able to like.
Oh, it's Google.
It's Google Maps.
It's Google Maps. It's following the camera on the car. That's funny.
That's great. So that's how he gets all his maps drawn.
Makes sense.
That's fucked up.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching tonight.
There better be a fucking low buckle mini.
I'm actually trying to get one. But thank you guys so much for all of your time and for spending it with us. I hope you've enjoyed this session. If you have, you know what in the world to do. Come over to Twitch and join us over here for our live stuff, or every Saturday when we release these on YouTube. I'm Shinigami Tabrets, also known as Boomer. I hope you have a wonderful day or wonderful night wherever you are. And until next time, everyone, peace out.